All right, listen up. I'm Frankie, 5 Stories, and I'm going to give you the lowdown on the 5 freshest and the 5 biggest nationwide stories from today, May 28th, 2025. Let's dive in. So on May 27th, the New York Times spilled the beans on how Russian big shots stashed their 350-foot mega yachts far from prying eyes. Think layers of shell companies in the Caymans, ghost owner trusts in the British Virgin Islands, and flags of convenience from who knows where to dodge any real paper trail. They renamed the beast more times than a wise guy switches aliases. Today she's the Sea Serpent. Tomorrow she's the Ocean Phantom. All the while, hidden directors in Luxembourg and Malta sign the checks, and no one knows who's really pulling the strings. But here's the kicker. The Trump administration just pulled the plug on the DOJ's yacht seizure task force, calling it bureaucratic overreach, and told them to pack it up. Conservatives cheer. Enough nanny state nonsense. We're about less red tape, not more crackdowns on so-called politically connected elites. With Trump at the helm, America's first. So let those oligarchs play their hide and seek. We've got better fish to fry. On May 27th at Starbase, Texas, SpaceX fired off its 9th Starship test with a reused Super Heavy booster, first of its kind, only to have the 400-foot rocket spin out of control about 30 minutes in. The crew on the live stream quipped, "Not looking great," right after a leak in the primary fuel tank threw the rocket's attitude control into chaos. Instead of dropping mock Starlink satellites or testing its revamped heat shield tiles, the vehicle began twirling like a busted carousel before disintegrating on re-entry. Elon Musk, the capo of this Mars-bound racket, postponed his road to making life multiplanetary speech, because you can't count your victories when your ship's doing donuts over Africa. The fledgling fleet was meant to prove reusability, but regulators and airline execs are eyeing the results with raised eyebrows. Still, Musk vows a launch every 3 to 4 weeks, so expect more high-stakes drama as SpaceX fine-tunes this galactic gamble. So yesterday in the Knesset, Bibi dropped a bomb and announced that Mohammad Sinwar, the top Hamas capo in Gaza, was eliminated, whacked in that May 13th airstrike on the European hospital in Khan Yunis. He says an Israeli strike on a southern Gaza hospital earlier this month took out the man leading the October 7th massacres and hostage-taking. Now Hamas ain't exactly handed over the death certificate, so we're waiting on their confirmation. If it's true, it's a knockout blow to their command structure. Netanyahu reminded the parliament that Israel's campaign has already removed the top 3 masterminds behind those terror attacks, while ramping up a U.S.-backed aid pipeline to civilians caught in the crossfire. Critics howl about civilian casualties, over 53,000 Palestinians killed and 2 million displaced. But the PM says you can't negotiate with terrorists without taking out their kingpins. This move's all part of Israel's high-stakes hustle. Dismantle Hamas's leadership, seize back the hostages, and send a clear message: mess with us, you pay the price. So get this. In their new tell-all original sin, Alex Thompson spills the beans that Biden's own crew turned into a Washington Politburo, schemed up undemocratic stunts to keep Joe's mental fog under wraps, to keep Trump out of the White House. According to Thompson, these unelected consigliere, Mike Donnellan, Steve Ricchetti, Bruce Reed, Jill Biden, and even Hunter, figured Biden only needed to show proof of life now and then while they ran the joint backstage. They rationed info, staged appearances, and scoffed at transparency like it was yesterday's lasagna. All this cloak and dagger just to keep Daddy Dearest from looking like he was losing his marbles and freeze out Trump's comeback. Now critics howl about a cover-up that'd make any mob boss proud, demanding the American public gets the full scoop. So get this. On May 28th, London's big chiefs at the Crown Prosecution Service waved through 21 criminal charges against the Tate brothers, 10 for Andrew, 11 for Tristan, ranging from rape and actual bodily harm to human trafficking and controlling prostitution for gain. These ain't small-time capers. 3 women have stepped up against Andrew, 1 against Tristan, with alleged offenses stretching from 2012 to 2015. Word is, Bedfordshire police did the legwork, sent the file upstairs, and the CPS said, "Go ahead, boys, but hold your cannoli. The brothers are holed up in Romania." juggling extradition orders before they can even set foot in a UK courtroom. They've flat out denied every accusation, jawboning their innocence all the way back to their kickboxing days. Now the feds are watching the clock. Romanian courts got to clear their docket before those Tates get escorted across the channel. If convicted, it's curtains. Hefty prison bids and reputations in the gutter. For a no BS take on every day's news, please like this video and hit subscribe.